Hey. Big sheesh on this moment.
Big she.
Big sheesh on this moment, guys.
Always 400.
Thank you, Dave, for that intro.
Nailed
We
it.
are happy to be back, ladies and gentlemen. We are, as the kids say, jazzed.
Oh.
This is episode 24 of The Producer's Lounge. It's a podcast about music production. And it is, of course, brought to you by Always 400. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and go over to twitch.tv/always400official. Go give us a follow. This is live recorded every Tuesday at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. I'm not going to convert that for you. I'm not your mother.
Use Google.
Yeah, you have Google.
Google
You can
is
figure
your
it out.
mother.
Google is your mother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking to you, Gen Z. Talking to you. But as you can see,
One Gen Zer to another.
wait, I'm that young? Thanks.
Yeah.
No, you guys.
Aw.
I mean,
so Gen
yeah,
Z, dude.
yeah. Gen Z crew up in here.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Dude, sheesh. Big sheesh, dude. However the kids talk these days, I don't know. As you can see, folks, we are in this
Big sheesh.
glorious, mystical forest here to help get us in the vibe of autumn.
It's
Yep.
quite the hike up here.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was.
It's worth
all
it,
the
though.
gear. Thanks to Gilbert over there. He lugged it all up with his donkey that we met in town.
Gilbert's actually a really good guy.
Yeah.
I was feeling questionable at first.
Right, he's got the
but
machete on his back.
Yeah.
They're like kind of sketchy,
Got
but
the beard.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the Make America Great Again hat.
Who knew?
Oh,
You're like,
it's a combo.
not sure, yeah.
But you know what? Great guy.
great dude.
Fucking great guy.
dude. Man,
Man.
workhorse.
Shouts Gilbert.
Workhorse.
You the man.
Shout out.
Throw your
Gilbert,
tribe
dude.
aside. You know what
Dude,
I'm saying?
100%. You know, we are the United States. You know? You know what that means, guys? Bet you don't. So,
They don't know. They don't know.
as a production podcast, it kind of bleeds into politics because they both start with P. You know?
Fair enough.
Fucking killing in here.
Crushing the game, as always.
This is a free podcast, actually.
It is free.
Mm-hmm. You guys are lucky.
Which, if anyone is so inclined, we probably will start a Patreon at some point to help pay the electricity bill. Mm-hmm. So you guys can keep getting this juicy content.
Oh, you know what I wanted to say is if you have questions for us, join our Discord.
Please.
It's in the Twitch description,
I'll link it in chat.
always400.com.
Yep.
Join the Discord. There is a channel specifically for asking questions. That way, just ask us some questions, and we will read them on the podcast.
Live.
Yeah. Or pop in
Live.
at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah. And if you can't
You
pop
can
in
ask it live.
and you're listening to this on audio, big ups. Big ups.
Goddamn right.
Big ups, man.
Yes.
Goddamn right. Yeah.
And just, shoot us an email.
Yeah.
You know, just go to always400.com. All the links are there. Everything's there. All the juicy bits. And the more juicy bits, telling you, are in the Discord.
Yeah.
We're
We're there.
This is the sponsored content of the podcast. We're just going to talk about our Discord for a quick second. It's popping, guys. We're throwing jamborees, pizza parties,
Yep.
skate parties.
Specific streams just in the Discord.
Yep. We have a separate video game
Did you say
Discord.
pizza parties?
I did say pizza
Yeah.
parties, of course. Of course we have pizza parties.
We do have pizza parties in the Discord, yes.
We
Pizza party in the
we
Discord.
are in there, and you can just add us at any moment and be like, yo, working on this beat, and the sub sounds like shit. And we'd be like,
Yeah, that ass
too bad, figure it out.
is flat.
Sucks to be you, dude.
Yeah, maybe learn how to produce. Watch the podcast. I don't know.
If your ass is
if
flat,
you want to get
show you how to do
roasted by
squats.
us, go ask us questions in Discord.
Yeah,
We'll roast the shit out of you.
yeah. And if you want to roast us, where you at? Come and chat.
Yeah.
Right now.
Good luck.
Bring the heat.
By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck.
Good
Bet you won't.
luck. You can't roast us.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I know. I'm white.
Oh, you got me. Oh.
Drinking Budweiser. Speaking of which, this podcast is brought to you by Budweiser.
Both please, sir.
And LaCroix Lemon Celio.
Delicious.
Remy's own personal seltzer.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, to start off the content chunk of this podcast, I was thinking about diving into a little bit of sound design brain.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear what you want to talk about.
It's pretty just broad. It's pretty broad strokes. But I feel like
broads.
let's take a moment for broads. Thank you.
Good
guys.
moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, broad strokes
Shout
here.
out broads.
Shout out. Big shout out. So I feel like there's a good amount of producers going through life sidestepping the sound design universe when they know it's there. And they know they're at some point going to have to dip in, and they're okay with that. But they don't realize how just easy it is to start trickling into that without having to do a lot. Yo,
That's right.
big ups for the subscribe.
Oh, shit.
McDubs for
3 months.
3 months.
What the fuck?
Sinking some budge in.
This dude just
That's
keeps
what we
coming
like
back.
to see.
I wonder who he is. Huh.
Big sheesh on that moment?
Big sheet.
Man, dang.
McDubs with the love.
Yo, if you ain't at twitch.tv/always400 official, like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Get in
For
here.
real. Come on.
This is the quality content you're missing. Us in a forest, hanging out with Gibby.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Come on, he took us up the mountain, Caleb.
Gibby, he likes Gibby. I was calling him that the whole way up, and he was like,
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a cool ass guy.
Fair enough.
He's a
Despite
little
the hat.
inbred. He's a little inbred, but that's fine. No, dude. You're good. Thanks, man. Ain't nothing that makes me more wet. Aw,
Ooh, drip
Look at
on us,
that.
baby. Drip those subscriptions
so
onto
family
us.
friendly.
McDubs gets really wet.
I mean, the
He
bath.
does get really wet.
He takes baths
So
more
that's
than
saying
anybody.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super wet, moist. Big sheesh.
Even.
Big sheesh.
Big sheesh.
I'll give you one of these.
And one of these. Don't we have a second one? Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, sound design. MFers be side dipping.
Side dipping.
Side dipping.
Side dipping.
Juking that motherfucking sound design
That's right.
universe. And I'm telling you, boys and gals, and I'm telling you, you can't, you're missing out.
You
okay?
can't. You can't.
You
Can't
got
side dip that
You
shit.
can't side
No.
dip the sound design.
Nope.
No.
So, and I'm telling you, it's not as terrifying as you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite beautiful.
Very fun.
But it takes a second, I understand, to like break into it, because you make a beat and you just want to like flush it out. It's a cool beat. You know, you're not worried about making anything crazy, so you don't worry about sound design. But, and there is a but, it could be cooler if you add a little bit of sound design. It could help that track stand out from all the other tracks that are very similar, especially if you're just using samples and using bass patches and using, 808s and whatnot that are pretty general. Like, everybody's doing that. Everybody. You got to stand out
called samples.
somehow. Right. And the best way to do that in my brain is to sound design. And by sound designing, you don't have to always just like make wubs. You don't always have to make the craziest respaces, because obviously some people are making bedroom pop and they don't need that. But their sound design, listen to Jerry Folk. Like, that dude's got some crazy sound design. And that
Goddamn
shit's
right.
chill as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
but there's some shit in there that you're like, yeah, he spent hours tweaking until that random sound just happened. And he was like, oh, sick, cool. That's a cool sound. Nobody has that at all, which is sick, because now, like, that helps him stand apart from everybody else. So,
Yeah, come on the pod, Jerry Folk.
yeah.
We
Oh,
want
my
you.
God.
We love you.
Shout out Jerry Folk, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We're going to go ahead and swing to the main
Ooh.
monitor. Shunk. Oh, look, it's you guys. How cute. So
Wow.
I'm gonna do this in Bitwig.
Super cute.
Going into the workshop, huh?
Yeah, we're going to the workshop.
Let's go.
Just like more talky talk, but general things. I'm gonna kill this template that's happening right now, and we'll just bring in a serum and
Classic serum skin.
classic, and an audio
It's
channel
from back in the day.
back in
It's
the
like
day.
one of the original serum
Cafe.
skins right there.
So these things I'm going to be talking about are generally doable in most DAWs. It's just kind of like minor little bits like pitching and things like that. But Bitwig has a couple little fun features that you can do with audio specifically that other DAWs can't do that help at least me in my like sound design universe. But they'll probably spark something with you guys, and you'll be able to like it's the thought process
Okay.
that's going in that I'm trying to get across. So in my brain,
See
there's always several universes a sound or a sample can like go into. You can take it like you can stretch it, make
Milky
it
Way.
Milky Way.
Well, that's a galaxy.
You're right. That's correct. Good job.
Is within the universe, huh?
Yes, but
So-
there are multiverses, if you will.
Oh.
Hey, now we're getting real deep, but we're not going to go that deep today, guys. We're not going to go that deep. Maybe later in the semester if you guys are good, and
We'll go into multiverse sound design.
yeah, maybe like the last week
Dude,
of the
I'm ready.
semester before Christmas.
I'm ready for that.
So we'll start with serum, and we'll just make a little boop.
Nice. Good old syrup.
Good old syrup. Make a little boop. Just a little, just happy little sine wave. Boop. Just a happy little sine wave, guys. Boop.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a little envelope. Oh, that's nice. And then add a little release. Oh, that's nice. Let's bring up the sustain a little bit. Oh, that's nice.
Just hits you right
It's all
in the
nice.
feels, doesn't it?
Sounds pretty gay to me.
It is a little gay. It's a great sound. So
It's a gay-ass sound.
Here we have a
happy.
super basic sound. So I'm going to move this off the side because you don't really need to worry about it. Because you could do some sound design in Serum with its effects, obviously. Like that is still technically sound design. But I want to like go like the weird abstract route. Like how can we turn this little like bloop into something we're not expecting?
Ooh, you're trying to break out of the box.
Right.
Huh?
My whole
Okay.
theory with sound design is I don't want to know what's going to happen. I want to have a general idea of what I'm doing to the wave.
I feel you.
General idea. Let's go.
Big shout out Himium.
Yum.
But yeah, my brand of sound design is looking for something I'm not expecting. That's how I want to do it. Again, I have a general sense of what's happening to the wave when I'm doing like distortions or things like that. Like I'm making sure that my bottom end is like okay. I'm not like just making a bunch of sub for no reason or a bunch of weird high end. Like I'm still paying attention, which just comes with years.
Just years.
Just years and years. But the key is to like do things you're not, you wouldn't think to, and trying to come up with like just weird stuff you're not expecting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab, and I'm gonna reference this plugin because it's free, folks. You can go to Freak Show Industries. You can just Google that shit, and they have some crazy plugins I use for sound design all the time that are very randomized, and you can pay for them, which I advise you to do that because it helps support them. But you can also, quote unquote, steal them as they have on their website. And you just enter the amount, which is i.e. 0, and then you get the plugin for free still because they're dope. But you can get these things for free.
And if you have $5, send it over.
Yeah.
It's $5.
Yeah,
They're worth
they're
it.
sick.
Yeah.
Super sick.
and they're super fun. One of a kind, just like theme skin for the plugins
Yeah,
itself.
they're super weird looking.
No
and
one's
stuff.
doing that.
I mean, after you guys use these, we're gonna have to move on to other plugins because they're gonna be so popular.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
of course.
But we're
You
here
know-
for the people, so
We're not keeping any secrets to ourselves.
no, sir.
No.
No.
We learn the secrets. We give them to you
Yeah.
because competition
Come on. Why don't you grab
still
the
gonna
thingy?
crush you.
Reach out and grab you. What happened to that note? That's weird. Okay. Okay, so what this plugin does is it does some kind of like reversing shit, which is pretty fun. Let's just loop this. So normally you would think like, okay, cool, this is like a weird sound. It's not really like that special at all. Also, what's up, Soomp RT?
Hey yo, what's good, boy?
Yes, they do have a shitload of latency. That is true. But what I will show you here will make that null. It won't matter. Like, it's not going to reduce the latency. Just the latency is not going to matter. So what you can do in Bitwig, which is dope, is I can attach LFOs to this really easily. But in Ableton, you would just bring in the max for live LFO. And
They have
you-
modulators now in the main effects.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
LFO.
I guess it's true. So,
It has random as well attached.
oh yeah,
Within
that's right.
the LFO, it has a random. So you can do all of this in Ableton. It just doesn't perform as well.
So I'm going to add...
You getting off on that, Dave?
You're right, it doesn't perform as well.
You know, I'm right.
So I'm going to add a bunch of LFOs real quick, and we're going to start mapping them
It is
to
true.
weird shit all over this plugin. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm simply just going to make it do shit. I've done this with this plugin before, so I have a general
Say it.
general idea of
Let's
what
go.
I'm looking for.
Wow, I know.
So now
It's a beat, dude.
It's a perfect
there he
beat.
goes, already doing some weird shit. I'm gonna add a little tack on this so it doesn't do crazy.
You need to like change the speed of all those random
Oh,
LFOs.
that sounds sick. Ooh, it's all bubbly. Sounds like it's in space or something.
Oops. This LFO is now LFOing the speed of this LFO. Let's go.
Nice.
Down.
Fine.
Yeah. Go super fast. Let's do this LFO on this guy's speed. And this LFO on this guy's speed.
Yeah. Your mind is blown. We get it.
Yeah.
Fractal LFOs, baby.
Yeah, it's gross. So I have all this weird shit happening. It's pretty dope. It's a little chaotic, which is okay in this part of the sound design in my mind. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm just kind of
Supposed to
searching
be.
for something weird. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I'm just kind of searching around in the darkness. So one thing you can do during this period is now you can be like, well, now let's start adding things. Go away. Let's FM this guy.
Fun sound design. You immediately made it way more complicated.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Wait, what is he doing right now?"
All I'm doing is in the serum patch, I'm doing a normal thing where you FM one oscillator to the other just for fun.
And
I'm
then
doing
you're changing the pitch around.
Yeah, I'm doing it really weird. I'm not trying to like make a specific bass sound like a wub or anything. I'm just like, let's FM this, pitch it up 4
Try
and
figure
negative
out a
7.
thing that makes
Yeah.
a cool noise.
Trying to get as random and non methodical as possible because I want just pure chaos. Because I'm looking for a blip, like a one moment, and we won't even know what it is until the end. Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna. You might
You hear it and you're just like, what the fuck?
yeah, like you might hear something that's cool, but that might not even be the cool part. You probably missed the cool part at some point, which is why we resample. So we're going to get it to a weird point. Let's add a comb.
Nice. Comb presser or just a comb?
A comb.
Nice,
Just a
okay.
comb filter. Just to add like some...
Should do a compressor though.
Just because I
Hashtag
want
compressor.
some like tinniness happening. We're gonna put a random. Nope. There we go. Just a little bit of flavor on top of each one of the notes. So now, in Ableton, you could make a new audio track, choose this MIDI track, and like resample from it, or just choose the resample mode. But note that when you do the resample mode in Ableton, it resamples from the master,
True.
right?
Yep.
Where if you just choose the actual channel you're doing the MIDI on, it'll just grab it straight from
Yep.
that.
Or freeze and flatten.
Or freeze and flatten. Correct. Which is basically the equivalent of what I'm going to do now.
You got options.
I'm just going to hit bounce, and it's just going to bounce it for me immediately. We can not worry about him, and now we have this little thing, which is fun. Let's give it a listen. Nothing really special. It's just giving us
Nothing
a tone.
happened.
Right. Nothing. Yeah, it didn't get any
You need
of
to like
this.
print a longer
Yeah, you're right.
piece so it gives you something.
Let's do this. Hey. Or it can bounce in place. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. Wait.
It's not going to work like that. Bounce in place does before the effects.
Oh, you're right.
Hmm.
I forget about that.
Just a little
Little tidbit
bitwig tip for you.
Little bitwig tip. We can get rid of this.
It's nice
guy
it just
for the-
does it to a new channel for you.
There we go. Now there's a bunch of shit happening. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with all this
Now
weird
we're
shit.
cooking. baby.
Now, I already like that front half.
Yeah, the front half is sick. Some weird
I
stereo
like that
imaging.
weird.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. It's a house little pluck right there.
Yeah.
there's a house little pluck. So if we take this first little bit, let's just get rid of him for now, and we're gonna double the size. Then we're gonna go into audio guy, and I'm going to set him to repitch mode.
So we're basically stretched it twice as much as it was.
Right. Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh.
oh, so
All
cool.
right. It sounds super cool,
It's
but
so
it's
cool.
so like mid-rangey.
Yeah. Which at this point you could go in and like find a sound you like, and then start beefing it up into what you want it to become. Because at this point I usually start getting inspired and being like, oh, that's a cool sound. I can, like you said, that's a house pluck right there. You could just start making a house pluck and like
Yep.
run with it.
Yep.
But why not go a step further? So you have all this weird shit. And I like fucking with it in audio a little bit. So I'm going to fuck with some formants a little bit. Just get it sounding weird. I'm also going to turn it up. So now starts the real fun.
EQ.
Yeah. Whoa. Rave over here.
Dun, 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 dun.
So now I'm going to go into what I call distortion phase. And this phase can happen whenever you want. It doesn't really matter. It's just what I call it. It's just more sound design, but it's more specific to like distorting
is
things.
Distortion phase.
Distortion phase.
We're talking about phase and distortion.
There it is.
You went through like all of them. Okay,
Just
there
for
it is.
one, yeah.
Found it.
It's just for a lot.
Rock and roll.
Well,
So I'm basically, and this is how I used to sound design a lot. When I would basically like make bass mud pies, I would send a sine wave into an EQ, into a clipper or a limiter, and push nodes until it made cool sounds. But now it's cooler if you do it with like other stuff that's already weird and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna start pushing nodes into this clipper. We're actually gonna clip it a little bit closer to home. God damn it. There we go. So that way it clips a little faster.
Clipping at negative 12 decibels, people.
Turn it down, but I'm also gonna boost it in.
Ooh.
Now he's remessing with the pitching and the formants to try and find something that piques interest.
Fucking with the pitch while it's doing this is sick.
Yeah. If only you could throw a modulator on it. Bitwig. Yeah, we're calling you out now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's saying a lot.
Sponsor us. We'll shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
So
They will.
in this example, this isn't really doing anything for me. I'm like, this is cool, but it's not really like it's just like doing whatever. It's not really it's not really that cool.
It might work good as a dip
Yeah. Let's try it. Let's try it.
instead of.
Hey.
I mean, now the pitch is a little weird, but yeah.
Hey.
There's a little bit of fun to be had in there.
Yeah, there is, especially right here.
And it all comes back to just experimentation.
Yeah, you're
Playing
just gonna,
around, sitting downstairs in your room for hours.
Right. So
Tweaking.
another
It's easy.
option that we could show you with this fun stuff happening. Let's get it back to baseline.
Arcane in the building. What's up, G-Thing?
What up, dog? Had a pitch shifter and modulate that. Let's do it. Pitch shifter or frequency shifter?
Ooh, we got options. Try them both out?
This motherfucker.
Pitch.
Okay.
Has granulation built in when we're talking about Bitwig.
It's true. So we're gonna add
Random.
a random. Let's
Anywhere.
do a little bit and let's smooth it out. I don't feel like I want a crazy.
Totally.
And go to hertz, bro.
And probably like a random on the grain. Kind of giving you moments of every
I'm down.
grain
Let's
size.
go there.
Oh.
It's gonna click. Do it to that. Oh wait. Stop.
Oh.
The grain.
Dude,
It's the
grain is my
grain that
favorite.
makes it so cool.
Yeah. Grain is insane.
Especially changing grain size like throughout a thing is really nice.
Yeah. It like catches it.
Yeah, it's like fidgets around a little bit.
So this is vibing me. I'm gonna go bit crusher.
Believe it or not, this is a good sound.
Yes. Trust it. It sounds weird, but Arcane Waves was correct. Let's throw pitch shifter was good.
I put this plug-in on my entire drum kit
A bit
on
crusher?
that track that I'm working on right now.
Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting.
The whole entire drum kit is getting crushed. Just a little baby amount.
That's something I always have trouble like getting a good sound is bit crush. It always just sounds weird to me.
Yeah, you gotta fuck
This
with
is
it.
a different kind of thing. The gate is the sauce on this.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that nice fuzz.
Right.
There it is.
That's nice.
It's basically like each sound has a like a bunch of bass sounds, oddly enough, sit great with the clock at 420 at 4,200
good to know.
hertz. Yeah, I was like, how serendipity.
Right?
I wonder how it works at 69. So
Go get Bitwig and find out, people.
immediately we're cooking with gas.
Whoa.
Try the mix.
Okay. What I also
Just
like to
curious
do
about it, yeah.
is hit clip.
Jesus.
Yeah, baby. And you can clip it on just the
Do you
top.
want to sound like G. Jones?
Right.
We got you. Right here.
But you turn it down in the mix.
Instantly.
This is what I've been doing on
This
all
is such a cool sound right now.
bass sounds. I've been doing clipping because modern tracks they have the aesthetic of clipped. A lot
But
of
it's
sounds,
clean.
but it's clean and it's not clipped because it's quiet. You're like, that sounds clipped, and it might be, which this is still clipping it, but you're just like getting a clip and then mixing
It's
it.
in parallel, yeah.
Yeah, it's all super nice and parallel. Yeah, the sound is already cool, but what happens when we fucking stretch it again and go to repitch? Come on. Tell me that ain't cool.
Yeah, it sounds
That's some
ridiculous.
cool
Very
sounds.
cool.
And
you slap a filter on top of that, and you have wubs
Right,
in a
right.
moment. You have a cool little wub.
or a little pad line. Like, I bet if you high pass this
Fun
or low
lead
pass
line,
this,
like a fucking.
Yeah.
You could make a bedroom pop lead line out of one of these sounds for sure.
oh yeah,
Like all day long, like some little beep 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 beep.
yeah,
beep, beep.
Yeah,
especially if
right.
it's got a pitch drop in it. It's like buttholes.
Some weird hyper pop stuff. They,
Yeah.
they would be obsessed with this
Yeah.
kind of thing. Oh.
Which this already in the background, low passed,
Yeah.
It's just
That's
some
cool.
sauce
Cool.
for.
and then
It's like
you,
an RC car in the background or like a spaceship flying around
yeah, and then you add
in a
It's like
different room
talking
or something.
It's like the teacher from Snoopy talking, but like in the bathroom around the corner.
yeah, right.
just add a little bit of reverb.
Dude, that one is actually my favorite. Illusion.
Illusion.
It's sauce.
Wow.
It is sauce. I put it on that rhythm wub
Let's go.
with a gate.
What, dude?
Oh,
You guys made this yourself, dude?
Dude.
What?
This came from a sine wave bloop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have an
We
idea.
Have this really personality-rich sound.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You guys are missing out on the knowledge that we
Sound
are sharing
design,
with you.
guys. Telling you.
Will you do like two band passes in parallel and make it kind of like a four-minty kind of like
Yeah, let's do it.
movement kind of thing? Yeah. I think that'd be cool having one in like the low end and one like
We're gonna
mid
get
or
rid of
higher.
that. We're gonna keep our reverb because the reverb is fun. It's just for you guys at home because everybody liked reverb.
Mm-hmm.
If I actually was putting this reverb in, I'd probably put it back here, which we'll probably do after we put these filters on. Let's see what happens. So filter, these are the same kind of filters as auto filter in Ableton. You just can't see the filter. It's just this ball that represents where the filter is
Strange.
and its resonance.
That's kind of nice though, because then you just have to use your ears,
Yeah.
not your
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. Like you definitely like think about it a little bit differently. So one here.
It is a little bit odd to work with.
That's
I'm
a
sure.
group of-
It feels like it sounds wrong.
yeah.
Right.
When you're using it, you're like, man, it doesn't.
We're doing
I feel like it should be more right now, but it's not.
we're doing band passes.
But I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you know why? It's because 1K's in the middle.
right.
Mhm.
It's super lopsided.
Right. Wow.
Wow.
Today I learned. So let's map.
Gotta pay attention to those graphs, people.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the graph.
Yeah,
The numbers on the graph,
yeah,
they're not
pay
all the
attention.
same. They are not all the same. They're not all the same.
No, they're not. You think they are, but they're not.
They're not.
EQ slopes. Looking at like span versus Pro Q3 or what you see in Ableton's EQ8,
Yeah.
that little bit of audio that you see in there, that's not, it's accurate to itself, but it doesn't translate to another EQ or a spectrum very easily.
Right.
You have to figure
Different.
out what the slope is. Like it's all different, and plus what your input is going into is going to affect where it's going to hit. You know, obviously, but some people don't know these things.
Yeah.
You know,
I literally didn't until like 2 months ago when we watched the Noisy video about the wave shaping stuff, and like it makes so much sense, but I
the
just
input,
never.
yeah.
Blow your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Holy
all over the back
shit.
of my room. Yeah, I was cleaning it for weeks. It was not good.
So hot.
I saw that. It was pretty
love it.
messy.
Yeah, it was-
Stunk a
it was
little
bad.
bit too.
Oh wait, this doesn't need to be here. I need to go to this one. Make an LFO. And then attach him to this guy. He's also doing a bandpass, but he'll be up high. Like they'll slightly overlap, yes? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
They're going to be
Couple
Be cool
slightly
sometimes.
kind of
band
slow.
passes.
Yeah.
The first noise it made was
Yeah.
the best.
yeah,
noise.
that was.
It was a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just fucking
Sample
bounce
that, everybody. It's all you.
Yeah, fucking.
And it's
Grab
so
that
good
shit.
to do something like that when you already have a sound that's kind of formanty and vowely, because it just adds so much more emphasis.
So let's see what our first pass sounds like.
Cool.
That last sound is great.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I mean,
You're just turning up the speed.
Little riser, kind of.
Yeah, how high does it go?
goes to 666.
What?
Oh,
Because
what?
they're fucking motherfuckers. They know
No,
it.
they
They
didn't.
know, dude.
No way.
No, they didn't,
That's
bruh.
so fucking great. What is the lowest you can go?
69. Let's go.
Right.
Let's
20.
see it. 20. All right, whatever.
20.
Boring.
Boo.
Okay,
That's cool.
this is what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys, I'm not calling anybody out. I love everybody, but
calling
producers,
anybody out.
I'm telling you guys. Listen, hang on. Producers,
We're talking
Listen.
to you, huh?
it is not hard to sound design. I get it. It's intimidating. You don't
can
know
be
where to
scary.
start. You're like, do I start with like bass sounds? Sure, that's a fine place to start.
Yeah.
Do I start with
Pads.
sure? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just start fucking dicking around. For lack of a better term, excuse my French, whatever you want to say, just spend time away from making songs and spend time making sounds.
Yep.
Because half your job is making sounds.
Get out of the sample brain.
Yeah. like-
Sampling's fun.
and
but,
it's
like,
good. But
yeah.
in order to make sampling shine, it needs contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And the contrast to sampling is a sound designed sound that no one's ever heard before.
Mm-hmm.
You have like, if you had like an iconic sample like the Amen break, and then
Never
you
heard of
had
it. What?
weird, and then you had crazy dope sound design, it might be like the most like envelope pushing genre. Oh wait, it exists. It's called drum and bass.
Oh!
That's why drum and bass is so good. Because you have the perfect blend of sample based with elite level sound design.
Very elite.
You get the drums, you get this Amen break that everybody knows. It's super iconic. Everybody can latch onto it. And then you get these just foghorns of death that no one's ever heard before. They're just and boom, it kills. It
More of a like a
slays.
goat or sheep or something. but I like the enthusiasm.
That's a foghorn, dude. That was a foghorn, dude.
Actually,
It was like kind of a cow, but
dude, cow bass.
The cow bass.
Dude,
We'll
hear
make
me
some
out.
Cow stuff.
Yeah, dude. You throw it through a room.
Oh,
You just
guys. Okay, so I already have that pig step song.
Shut up,
We could make
cows.
a barnyard step EP, and it's just a bunch of like animal themed.
How about we make it like
Bass music.
Barnyard Step Now, Volume 1?
sure,
And it's
yeah.
like 4 tracks.
Or barnyard bass
No.
is
Barnyard
what it should be
bass.
because then we
As
can
if
go
there's gonna
housey
be
and
so
just
many.
anything.
Right.
yeah.
There might be, but there
Well,
might
we-
also not be.
We already have one in existence. We have a second idea for the cow bass. Sure, we could get chicken in there or something.
Dude, I'll work on that. I'll work
So
on trying to
many
figure out
birds.
how to make a mooing bass.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, we're talking about barnyard, so now we're talking about very specific animals.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's...
Barnyard bass.
I mean, a goat.
Yeah, it's barnyard.
Goats have so many
Yeah.
noises they make. Yeah.
Yeah, do the
Yeah.
flutter one.
Yeah. Goats are the best, dude. Shout out goats. My guy.
We need a goat. Fucking.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Shout out goats.
Shout out goats.
Oh my god. Well, this podcast has turned into entirely
Goats are the goat.
Did it?
moos and sound design.
Yeah.
But listen, folks.
I hear mows.
Do you guys get me?
I mean moose.
Yeah, moose. Moose over there.
Do you guys fucking... I went to the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. We got to go back through this process. You can go from
Goat.
this. Let's just hear it dry.
It's good to know Mo actually watches this whole thing. That's insane.
Oh, yeah.
You're a legend, Mo.
motherfucker.
Dude,
Real.
he's 3-month tier sub right now. Legend.
VIP number 1.
Nobody could top him.
No.
So this is the sound we started with. Oh, wait. It's playing another sound behind it. Wait, how? Oh, they're both soloed. Okay. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Just this little guy
It's
in
a
here.
cute sound.
Wow.
We went to this. Correct. It's okay, but it's not that good. And we got...
Wait, where's the... Oh, right. Yeah. They sound like almost the same as the second one.
Right, it's because this one has everything on it.
Oh, it has all the things on it.
If you caught it,
It is the same.
good for you. You caught it. If you didn't catch it, get back in that studio. Get back in that studio. You
Yo,
need work.
also, Soomp,
You
if
need
you
work
have
to
any
do.
random questions about anything you've been dealing with this past week, as far
Yeah.
as production goes,
Yeah, always.
Join the
or music
Discord.
philosophy, yeah, join the Discord. Ask us
Information
now.
support.
Guys,
Discord.
The Discord, our DMs
It's in the links.
are motherfucking open.
We
We're
gotta
open, man.
assume
Guys,
you're interested in music production at this point.
Yeah, if you're still here, yeah, you're into
right.
it.
We're
Hang
not
out-
that funny.
Come hang out in Discord. Like, if you got a question like, hey, I don't know what to do. This
He
is a
just
vibey
joined.
sound. Whatever.
He just joined.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Big
Shout out
ups.
Soomp.
Big up.
You were the man of tonight. Besides Mo.
So
You
now,
can never top that, I'm sorry.
big sheesh on that?
Big sheesh.
So now I want to show you guys what I would do if I had an actual bona fide sample, like
Oh.
a sample. Like if I say I got this from Splice. Let's just grab a goodie. Oh, wait. This is not the goodie track.
Oh my fucking god.
It
That
always
was
happens
horrible.
to me too. Always
too.
happens.
Oh,
These softwares need to just route these things through the master.
Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck?
why?
It wasn't that loud. It's just very gunshot.
That actually
Hey,
sounded like
Do
it
you have-
happened
Do
here.
you have the Sonar Works on right now?
No,
Fuck.
it's not on.
Okay, weird.
Sorry, chat.
Um,
We just woke you up a little,
Big
huh?
up chat if you heard the gunshot. Here we go. Were you all scared? You're like,
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh god.
So say I got this off Splice. Sure, that's fine.
Easily could have.
Actually, no. Splice doesn't have shit
It's the
that's
boom
good.
baps.
Yeah, Splice is not. You have to go get actual sample packs to get shit like this. Ooh,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
started it. But yeah, this right
It's
here is
an
a
actual
fire hip hop beat.
sample.
Yeah, it's like ready to go.
There's a beat somewhere.
Right, it's like actually from a 70s track or whatever. I don't know. I say 70s. It could be any era. So the key is to start fucking with your audio, folks. If you have a sample, like I like this first little drive. You don't really need anything else, to be honest. But
It's so weird. You can like delete stuff in the clip.
I
but
know
the
it's
clip
so
is there.
sick. Yeah, it's so weird.
It's amazing.
Oh, and then you can just pull it back again.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. It still exists.
Wow.
It's still there.
Makes sense.
I just got rid of it. Let's go to a stretching mode. Oh, it's fire,
Baby. It's gorgeous. Maybe pitch it down a little.
So this is for all you hip hop producers out there.
Hmm.
We're gonna do a quick.
It's a really good point. I heard Kenny Beats say this. He likes to pitch his thing down by like 4 or somewhere in that range, like just a few down, so that then he could pitch it back up by an octave, and it doesn't sound like shit at that point.
Right.
Because if you just use the sample generically, and then you try and pitch it up or down by an octave, it just does not sound good.
Yeah.
But
You're right. Sounds
on
like shit.
either side of natural, it sounds really cool. Typically.
That's -4.
Yep. An octave
And then
up.
if we go octave up, much better than straight 12.
Yeah, it's also a weird like stretching mode. So it
Yeah, if we
doesn't
go to
really
more like stretch.
speak.
Whoa, were there like 8
There's a
modes?
There's a lot.
Dude.
Yeah.
What?
This whole area took me like a month to figure out, and now it's my new favorite area to live.
Interesting.
I live in this shit, dude. I love it. So
Oh man, it sounds good both ways.
It really does. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
the pitch down one would be like the lo-fi version, and the pitch up would be like the boom bap hype beat
right,
one.
or it's the whole thing works because you have the lo-fi project and it's low, and then you pitch the whole project up by an octave, even the
Oh.
drums for like the little vibey bit at the very end before it like cuts out or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you know the chord is going to be okay
Yeah.
because you've already like made sure it's where it can survive the pitch.
Interesting.
The pitch up kind of thing. I've definitely done something similar. And you can do this in Ableton, folks. I'm basically going to add warp markers. And then,
Look at you getting fancy in Bitwig. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's see it.
just simple shit. This is just simple shit you can do. So that you
you're
can
adding,
get,
whatever those things are called.
yeah,
What are
just
they
like
called?
they're just stretch markers. They're warp markers in Ableton.
No, they're called something though. If you
Aren't they called
hover, stretch marker maybe. No, I don't
just
think
stretch?
they're-
Yeah, stretch beat marker.
beat marker. That's
Yeah.
what they're called.
So now this is kind of cool. It just kind of like hovers in an oscillation, but that already gives it a beat.
Yep, it's got rhythm.
It like dips down a little bit and it comes back down a little bit, just in terms of like the rhythm that's happening. But if you throw that into repitch mode, now it's going to play that section
Oh yeah.
super fucking wonky, and then that one really fast.
Also easy to do in Ableton. Same idea.
I already hear the beat.
Right.
You know, you can just already. This is what I would describe as sound design. You're designing this sound out of another sound. You're getting it to do what you want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also injecting a little bit of random because I'm not like trying to go anywhere. I'm just kind of like adding markers and shit. Can you add onsets? Yeah. So these
They behave differently. And there's
Right.
like different things to
right. I just
use
want to
them
do
for.
a simple thing to what I used to do in Ableton, where you
Mhm.
change the
Beats mode.
you use
with
beats
the
mode
forward arrow.
right with the like where it's grabbing the transient of each beat marker or
Right.
warp marker in Ableton.
Mm-hmm.
So here they're called onsets. Just don't worry about it. It's Bitwig being special. So here's the basic sample, but we can go to stretch mode. And now I can have it just play on those onsets. And I could start adding.
Yes.
Wow.
I like that one.
I feel a puckering.
There it is. That late one's key.
Bum, 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 bum.
What key, dude?
Yeah, who needs
Dude, doesn't
keys
matter.
anyway, dude?
So
No one.
we could go on. There's lots of stuff you can do because you can fuck with the audio kind of side of it, and then you can go and add your classic dumpster fire. Also, shout out Freak Show Industries.
we're back.
Yeah, freak show. Look at that. Flip the world upside down.
And you're already back in La La Land.
It's the coolest plugin,
It's my favorite one of theirs.
right?
I love having as many pitch formatting things
This sounds
as
super
possible.
cool
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is super weird. Actually,
So
yeah, exactly.
ghostly and
Exactly.
spooky.
You add a little bit of fucking reverb on top of that,
Oh,
and then
now it's just in a room.
you put convolution on top of it. This plugin is free, folks. Melda. Let's turn this reverb off. Actually, let's go with. The right side's like darker than the left. The left's got the and the right's got all
Got
the
more high end in the right almost.
right, and the left side's
Like
got all the
crispiness.
tone.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's so weird. These
It's a weird shaped room.
Do they have like an experimental in there?
It's basically these special ones,
Cool.
but also the box has like mobile phones and like laptop speakers, cabinets.
Wow.
Another quick tip with sound design, folks. This plugin right here, M Convolution Easy, you can download a whole free bundle at Melda. I think it's like Melda Productions or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just search Melda
easy to find.
plugins. Yeah, it's pretty easy. And the convolution is nice because it, without a super long tail, can force your sound into a room in the stereo field and kind of like plop it in a place where you can kind of like keep it away from other sounds and it can live on its own while adding nice little context and contrast to the rest of the mix and kind of help other things pop out because it's away in this little box. Like it sounds cool on its own right now, like this, but maybe you wouldn't tell that it sounds any different than this. But the moment you put it in that box and it disappears behind everything else or to the side of everything else, those things can speak up and your production is just a million times better by doing a quick sound design sesh and fucking
It's essentially
with
like a stereo EQ almost. In
yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have to sit there and fiddle with an EQ. You just go through different reverbs, convolutions, and then you're just like, oh, there's one that makes it sound nice comparatively to all the rest of the things happening in the song right now.
And Ableton, you Ableton people out there, you have it lucky because you have Max for Live's convolution, which if you're not using,
biggest thing I miss,
fucking use it.
It's pretty sick.
Main thing.
So that thing is dope because you can change the tail or the decay. You can take it from 100% all the way to 0. So you make sure that every single preset or early reflection, if you will, you go through doesn't have a tail. So it's always just going to put it in a weird spot in the room every time. So you can basically just put it on there, turn the decay to 0, flip through rooms, while messing with the width and just place it wherever the hell you want. And then you can choose how much of it you want, obviously, just with the wet dry. You're like, oh, it only needs to be 20% there for it to like get out of the way of everything,
Another fun reverb plugin I've been hyped on lately is Fab Pro R. It's really sick because you can change the decay time of the reverb in specific frequencies.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
And does convolution do that? Can you do that in the Max for Live one?
It does have a little
use it that
EQ,
much.
but it's not. It doesn't.
It's a pre or
affect
post, I think.
decay.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's not effect.
It's not a
Yeah,
tank.
I've never seen anything else
Yeah.
do that before.
The Bitwig reverb does it.
Yeah, the bit
Oh, that's
you
cool.
just add it
Just
to
a stock one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You add it to the tank, and that allows you to affect the frequency spectrum,
Which
of
is
whatever the reverb is.
What it's doing. It's basically like going, because the reverb is a bunch of delays, right? It's a bunch of delays happening from the original signal. You pull a node down within the bunch of delays that are happening, and they go away faster.
Right. It causes them to null out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you push a bell up, you get resonance. When you pull it down, you get quick decay.
Yeah.
Right. What's really cool in that plugin that I used to do a lot is use
Notch.
Use the notches because it carves out like all the decay right there. So you put that at like the high end on some kind of sound that you want to like scream through a hall, like, but it's like, because it's got a big hole in it
at like
and it's
6,000,
right
3,000,
in like a really obvious area. So it sounds super weird and it's
because you
all
get
jarring.
What
like
the fuck?
you get that 3,000 out of the original sound that you want because it's supposed to be in your face, and then the reverbs in the background being like
Yeah, it's so sick.
staying out of the way.
Keeping it 400, baby.
Folks, we love you guys so much.
This is a special episode, guys. It was a free one.
It was a free one.
Yep.
Most of them are paid like $3,000.
Yeah, you got lucky, Soomp.
Yeah, it's like really expensive for our consultations, if you will. We've all been
But
producing
we do
for
a
like
free one
50
this
plus years. So,
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
True.
It's just kind of the daily grind, guys.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Neil Young on this 24th episode.
Cool.
24. There's so
Why?
much more. So
Oh, I
many more
see.
episodes to
I
go.
know.
Does he have
I
a
see.
song about that?
Yeah,
He
old
does.
man. It's like, yeah.
Old man, look at my
The youngest
life.
person in the room has to bring up Neil Young for some reason.
know.
I mean,
right?
he's Neil Young. He's young,
What?
right?
And there was a perfect reason. Episode 24.
I'm a lot
It
like
makes
you
sense.
were.
I thought that was great.
All right.
Soomp, can you give me
shout
some
out-
love for that?
Shout out,
Please shit on Dave right now.
shout out Neil Young. Shout out Neil Diamond.
Oh.
Shout out Mitch Hedberg.
Neil Brennan.
Shout out Neil Brennan. 400%.
Shout out the Sky of Diamonds.
F you, Dave, is what Soomp said. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. Let's go.
Wow.
And on that note,
I will fuck you up.
Yo,
God
drop a
damn.
follow, Soomp. Hit us up next week.
we love you guys.
We love you.
Go ahead and subscribe, follow. We'd love you so much.
Always
Hit the
400.
notification bell. At always 400. and at Always 400 official, I should say, and always400.com.
Ending.
Hey, guess what? Sometimes you fuck
Oh,
up.
we're still here.
Hey, we're still here. Wow. Hey, now we're leaving again.
Hey.
Oh, I know. Listen, guys, we love you. And we'll see you again on the flip flop, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Bring your sandals.